Have you ever looked at one of these nice home and garden magazines, or maybe been looking at some designs online, saw a beautiful fireplace and said, man, I wish I could have something like that in my own house. It looks like it's out of reach, or maybe you wouldn't even know where to begin. If so, this is the video for you, because I'm going to show you 5 modern fireplace design trends trending as we go into 2026. And every one can realistically be done without a massive remodel. All of the designs that we're going to look at in this video work with either gas or electric fireplaces. You don't need to have a huge budget. You don't need to go through weeks on end of construction to get a result that looks high-end and intentional like you see in these magazines and in beautiful pictures online. I'm Rich with the Fireplace by Magic Touch, and I'm going to walk you through the 5 fireplace and media wall designs that people are choosing most as we're heading into 2026, so you can see how one of these could work in your home and understand that, yeah, you could have this too. I'm not going to get into detailed fireplace specs here. I've already reviewed all the fireplaces that you're going to see, so check out our channel and find those other reviews. If you're not sure what something is, leave me a comment and I'm happy to answer every comment and happy to help you out. In our showroom, we have a simple process where people have 6 decisions to make to quickly narrow things down and give them a solid idea of what the project will look like and get an idea of what it's going to cost. Step 1 is simply choosing the style of fireplace. When I say the style of fireplace, I'm talking linear, the more modern contemporary, or a traditional fireplace, which is more square. Still popular, by the way. That single decision is going to set the tone for the entire room and the rest of the design. The next step is really just choosing gas or electric. Gas, either natural gas or propane, and electric, 120 volt or 240 volts. Difference being the amount of heat that electric fireplace is going to put out. Next is the flame style. So gas fireplaces, there's 2 types of flames, and that is a ribbon flame, which are lower, longer, more linear, and then a traditional flame that have some spacing between, but usually a taller flame. With electric fireplaces, that means the difference between a virtual flame or a digital flame. Once you've made those choices, you've done the hard work. In our showroom, where we have dozens of options, people usually boil it down to 1 or 2 of their favorites almost immediately. They all look very different, and everybody's style's a little different, which is why we have so many different fireplaces on display. People look at them all and say, okay, I like that one, and then from there, that's where the fun starts. That's where we start looking at the design or the build style. And that's what we're talking about today. 5 of the most popular design styles that people are choosing now. Any of these designs can be done with gas or electric. I will say that electric fireplaces, they're far more flexible. You don't have a chimney or a flue to deal with. You have a lot fewer clearance restrictions. Obviously, you're not dealing with gas piping, etc. And that flexibility usually means the same design costs less with electric than it does with gas. But I digress. Let's look at these 5 different design styles and see what fits in your home and what you like best. Let's start with this one right here. This is a counter height fireplace. Counter height fireplaces are all about balance. They basically keep the room feeling open. They work well if you want a clean and intentional look without overwhelming the space. After that, we have something like this, which is a floor-to-ceiling fireplace. Very popular design right now. Has been a popular design for the last couple of years. And basically, a floor-to-ceiling fireplace build-out turns the fireplace into a true architectural feature of the home. They add height, they add drama, and they make the fireplace the focal point of the room. This has probably been one of our most popular design styles for a number of years now. Now, starting in about 2023 and ever since, Hugely popular is this next one, and these are floating fireplaces. They give a real minimalist look, and the focus is on the fireplace itself, and they instantly modernize any room they're in. It lifts the fireplace off the floor, the room feels lighter and cleaner, and it's a more intentionally designed space. Then, for a number of years, media walls have always been popular. Media walls, some people refer to them as entertainment centers. Most people are getting away from built-ins. In fact, most of the time, we're removing the niches and we are covering them up. So we start with a flat wall, and then people are building media walls out. A media wall is going to combine your fireplace and your TV into one cohesive design. This way, everything is planned together, the spacing, the proportions, and the finishes. And now we're able to hide all of our cords and cables. People are adding mantles and sound bars and speakers, etc. Media walls, entertainment centers have always been popular. But what's changing over the years is instead of building in with built-ins, we're doing build-outs now. Very intentional look, and again, the center of attention, where most people spend their time by their TV. Now they have their fireplace and their TV combined into one. A lot of people, when they think of linear fireplaces, be it gas, especially with electric, they think about recessed, in-wall, flush-mounted fireplace. These are all about restraint. Nothing sticks out. There's nothing competing for attention, so the result is clean, minimal, and timeless. What a lot of people don't realize when it comes to a recessed fireplace is sometimes it actually takes more work than doing a build out. They can also restrict you in the type of fireplace because you have so much depth in 2x6 construction and certainly in 2x4 construction. Now you get to pick finishes, and this is where the design really starts to come to life. So of course we have our common finishes that are tried and true, still popular today and have been popular for years. Your stone, your tile. But some of the new things that people are doing in recent years are, for example, decorative wall panels. These are your slatted acoustic wall panels. Very, very popular for the last couple of years. Something that's really taken off in the last year or two is concrete style cladding. It's a lightweight concrete, very contemporary, modern look. Of course, you have painted drywall for just a clean look, blending with the rest of the room. One thing to note is that the same design can feel completely different just by changing the finish. At the fireplace, we do a lot of custom work using natural wood, walnut, red oak, white oak, and then rolled steel, copper, stainless steel, and other architectural metals. And a very popular trend in recent years has been mixed materials. So maybe some acoustic wall panels with some stone and some copper or steel. Multiple finishes on a build out to really get a cohesive design. And a lot of times people are going way beyond just the surround of the fireplace itself. We're doing a whole wall, and that is giving everything one complete look. For our local clients here in the Phoenix area, we also offer a ready-to-finish option. What that means is somebody just wants unpainted drywall because they're not sure what they want to do yet, or we just clad it in plywood. So that's another way to go, is just picking your build-out style, but maybe not necessarily having to build your finish out yet. So my goal with this video is really to show you what's actually possible in your home. If one of these designs stands out to you, let me know in the comments. I know what our clients choose, but I know people all around the country and around the world are watching these videos. So I like to see what's trending in other areas as well. It helps us stay on top of the trends. Check out some of the other videos. We do full fireplace reviews. So once you've started to narrow down what type of fireplace you like, you can really dive into these reviews and see in-depth reviews on everything from the type of electric, the heat output, the colors, and I'll walk you through every color, how to use the remote, which ones have apps, which ones don't, etc. But again, I'm Rich with the Fireplace by Magic Touch. If you're in the Phoenix area, we would love to help you out with your fireplace or your home heating system. So again, thanks for watching. Make it a great one.